Welcome back to Azran Legacy. The story so far. Arriving at the cave the Sycamore is said to have entered, later than the others, after Emmy got back from rehab, find their way blocked by a wall of ice. They decide to head back into town to gather information, but Layton smelled the faint smell of weed in the air, and then he discovered Emmy passed out on her bed, smelling like grass.
I thought that was before the rehab.
Timelines.
I'm barely in this series. Who do you think bought it for me?
Look, a snowman!
It just looks like any old snowman. I don't see anything special about it.
It has a wizard's hat, Emmy. Come on now.
Gryffindor. There you go.
I don't think the snowman will be of any help. I know this because I looked at it and instantly ruled it out. Let us look for another one.
Well, remember, we're looking for a glove, and that snowman has no arms, so obviously it wouldn't really be able to help.
One of these days, I need to introduce you guys to my American friend Calvin and his snowman making skills.
Yeah.
He is a snowman, and hey, he's only wearing one glove.
One glove? Where did we just... the snowman in front of the cave. That only had one glove too.
My life has been reduced to looking for gloves.
On snowmen?
Be glad when you get paid for this, Professor.
I'd say we found our key into the cave, wouldn't you? But you don't understand. This is the last game in the series, and it cut my wages by a third.
Don't worry, Professor. You'll get another one at least.
To sail off into the sunset. What makes you say that, Professor?
All the good time, Luke. For now, let's take that glove with us and hope I get another game in the next. I hope I get another game in the next decade.
All right.
Your shield.
Fluffy glove acquired.
That's finally specific.
Well, since it's almost the end of the series, I think I should say this. The reason Layton doesn't take his hat off is actually because that's where the weed is. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
What for? It looks like a pretty ordinary glove to me.
How the hell did she know? I mean, I'll show you when we get back.
She's taking you down with her, it seems.
I'll show you when we get back to the cave, if you don't mind.
Layton, you dishonor Claire's gift by using it for those purposes.
And also, this is a Japanese main series. If the authority catch you, it will be severe punishment.
Now hold on, objection! I have right here my client's will from his girlfriend, which states that this is exactly how she wanted him to use the hat.
After hearing the scary rumors from Masha, I keep thinking I can see it moving.
But what if the weed is how she... Ooh. Those scary rumors gave us just the information we needed. This snowman is the key to getting into the cave. Yeah, that's why I keep it in my hat. I don't smoke it because I know Claire smoked it and then she died.
What do you mean, Professor? Well, we don't have to get any closer, do we?
You got closer beforehand, Duke. Come on.
That was before we heard the scary story.
We most certainly do. In fact, that's precisely why we are here
There you
now.
go, see.
Professor, what if it's cursed? Maybe we should just let it go.
Go ahead, Sherry. I love this one.
The boy tiptoed near when suddenly the snowman gave an awful howl and lurched towards him, its cold, empty eyes rolling.
Emmy, that's not helping.
Emmy, I swear to God, one of these days.
Pedro says everything.
One of these days, Emmy.
One of these days.
She says that right into
One of
your
these
ear.
days, pal right in the kisser?
How old are Emmy, how
Oh,
old are
please,
you?
he's not tall enough to punch me.
Bang soon to the moon.
One of these days, Emmy, I'm going to be the main apprentice who's wondering, hey, whatever happened to Emmy? Oh, wait, that's right. She got herself into too much trouble. Stop it, please.
Don't worry, Luke. You can go up and examine it without fear.
You know that, right? Why do I even put up with you?
So Emmy isn't in the series anymore because of you. Got it.
Because you're getting paid.
You know, just for that, I'm going to contact Mr. Hino himself and tell him to write a different ending that pretty much answers why you're never coming back.
Glove? Oh yeah, you mean that...
It's actually supposed to be a aha.
Oh, it doesn't read like that.
Yeah, it
Quite.
sounded more like an exclamation than
because they usually tease Luke about the curse.
Maybe.
And forced to go back. Oh no, the prophet's alive.
Maybe, sure, maybe it's supposed to be, maybe it's supposed to be like that, maybe?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Of course,
There you
putting
go.
the glove on activates its mechanism. Because...
Because shut up,
What? What happened?
Luke. What are you doing?
Posing like this for some reason.
Did that huge wall of ice just...
Luke,
He looks
you're-
like he's ready to get jiggy with it in a
Luke.
Michael Jackson music
Luke.
video.
Luke, I know we're descended from monkeys, but you don't have to act like one.
Actually, that tracks because as Don Paulo says in Lost Future, being Nebel doesn't make you fast. It makes you a monkey. So according to Don Paulo, yes, he is a monkey. So
The thing is, Isaac can't be melted by fire. Therefore, we managed to get through the ice, but it wasn't ice.
What? But it looked like ice. What else could it have been?
I can't say precisely, but maybe I should have touched it to find out. But if I were to hazard a guess, I would say it was a panel made of incredibly durable tempered glass. And our frosty top-hatted friend here hides the control switch.
there you
Why
go.
would somebody build this all the way out here?
Because as you're going to learn throughout this game, Luke, the people who made all this technology were very presumptuous. Go on, Amy.
But Professor, isn't it a bit weird? I mean, how come nobody noticed that the wall was made of glass and not ice?
Well, I mean, we are in a cold area, so... Yeah. It was
Actually,
clear and cold to the touch.
there you go, Dubs.
People don't usually doubt their first impression. Nor did we, if you
Professor,
remember.
you say that, but I can assure you there will be at least one idiot who will try to put their tongue on it.
Well, that's their problem.
Well, then they'd realize that it's not ice now, wouldn't they?
Well, they'd be dead because they can't get their tongue off and they starve to death.
No,
Now
Dibs. Glass doesn't work like that. Unless it itself is frozen, which it wasn't.
Dubs?
Oi, 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 did you see that, Rook?
I still can't believe that wasn't ice. How did Tophead work it out?
Who cares? This saves us a ton of trouble, and we can claim all the credit. Come on, let's get a move on.
Get the fat cash. Hold on, we got to report this to the boss first.
Okay.
The boss is a liar. The boss is horrible anyway.
Actually, Dubs, yes.
But by
As you're
all
going to
means,
see later.
run on if you like. It's your neck on the line.
Wait, what?
Gotta go fast.
Spoil sport. All right, fine. I'm coming.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hilarious.
Alright.
Let's go in.
Toxic workplace environment.
Where we find an anime cutscene.
There you go, there's the retro art style. It's air style that Primo was
Professor
talking
Layton,
about.
it's quite an honor.
The honor is all mine, Professor Sycamore.
I have been looking forward to this.
By the way, you'll notice that he's voiced by the same actor who plays Descalate. I wonder why.
Yeah, Professor, he
it's
sounds rather
There's a
familiar.
lot of recycling. Remember, Don Paulo was with the same voice actor of first.
Christopher Miller, yeah.
That's not
Wow.
a mummy.
It's just
Yeah,
a
that's
girl
not really a
frozen in
mummy.
ice. Well, okay. He's running off of the idea that it's a corpse
Yeah.
preserved in ice. So in this case, a mummy, technically. The thing about mummies is like, well, what
I
makes
would
a mummy a
estimate
mummy
that
isn't
this
necessarily
ice
the
is a
bandages
million
wrapped
years
around it,
old,
but it's essentially a
possibly
preserved
more.
corpse of sorts.
This
So
must
think of
have been
this as
trapped
like
here
an ice
all that
mummy
time.
instead.
Also remember, Emmy's actress also
Were tests
plays
to
Luke
confirm
in the
this,
American.
we would have
Lani Minella,
concrete
yeah.
proof of the
Well, that's the thing you remember. Lani Minella
ever
is the
heard.
primary female voice actress of the franchise. Like, she plays Claire as well. She's played plenty of female. She plays Flora. Like, she's the primary female voice actress of the series.
I just meant, like,
letter.
bunch of actors
Recycling,
play, like,
This
more
is
than one
what-
role
Yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
series, so...
That's right, Shiroy. Rouge the
Yes,
Bat is also
it
a little
seems
boy.
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That girl is alive. The heat from her body creates a temperature gradient
Oh, she's
within the
not a
ice.
mummy. You know, she's just
It's
cryogenically
not
frozen.
much, but it's a clear
Look,
sign
I
of
thought
life.
I would say living mummy because it would get your curiosity.
Surely that's impossible.
That's probably why he worded it like that too.
If I wanted a living mummy, I'd go see my parents.
I mean, since we all know who this guy is, yeah, that tracks that he would make sure Layton gets curious about it. Go on.
Some sort of cryogenic sleep.
He's actually talking voice.
No, I know. I thought you were gonna say something.
This is crazy.
Is it?
Wait,
Let's find
really?
out.
You think this is crazy?
I
In a
propose
world
we
where there are
nut the
literally
ice.
living
Ow.
dinosaurs that look like manatees?
But how on earth are we going to melt all that?
That's
Did you bring your hair dryers?
That's probably
That's
gonna.
gonna take a while.
That's gonna be taking a while. No.
We
Remember.
don't have any electricity.
Remember, Taylor, we know this thanks to that puzzle. Like, all we have to do is to allow the ice to just melt on its own. See? That worked.
That's also gonna take a while.
Does anyone have a blowtorch?
Somebody get the
no.
flamethrower.
Maybe we can. Maybe,
From the drunk cover thing. Max wants the flamethrower. What? That's what he said. Now move.
What's that, Professor? Aren't you itching to take a closer look at that ice?
I've got one of those big blower things. Will that help?
Wow, she's beautiful.
She looks as though she's just sleeping peacefully. But can someone really survive like that?
I want
Actually,
to try
yes. It has been proven that some people can
Eddie.
survive being frozen alive.
it. Emmy, you say that as though you want to try it.
I did not think it possible either, but all the signs are there. She has been like this for 1,000,000 years. So I'm sure the technological shock when she is brought into the modern world will be all fine.
It is quite astounding.
Professor, I called you here for a reason. I'd like you to help me unravel this mystery of the girl in the ice.
Hey, you discovered it. You get to do it. You get to do all that shit yourself. But certainly, I shall do my very best.
Alright, I
Yeah,
guess
puzzle.
it's a puzzle.
Puzzle time. Puzzle
Allow
number
me.
actually, it's Professor Sycamore. Go ahead, Professor.
006.
Puzzle sticks frozen in time.
According to Professor Sycamore, the words. Go on.
Divide into fours.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Are written in an ancient language on the back of the stone tablet. This tablet is divided by beams of blue light, and touching the round stones changes the direction in which these beams of light shine. Rotate the beams of light so that they all connect, dividing the stone tablet into multiple sections containing 4 squares. Bear in mind that the square in the center is excluded. Ah, cool! It's that puzzle from Sonic Frontiers.
Basically,
Also,
Ones
because
The ones I
Also-
struggle on.
Also, because I cannot just resist from this quote, and I'm glad she's frozen very when we're here.
Yeah, I love how applicable Scooby-Doo is to a lot of stuff.
but yeah, like
Also
the.
for beautiful purposes.
But yeah, like the puzzle said, you have to divide into 4 square sections. So think of this as a rotating, more quieter version of Tetris, where you also have to make 4 square sections. So basically, try to making Tetris pieces. Let's see. Yeah, basically. And this is actually one of the and keeping in with the theme of the top screen being animated. Yeah, like we get to see all the steam or whatever it is. There you go. And you
Just imagine that we're carving sections into
Yeah.
the ice that are making it easier to break around.
yeah, I also like the touch of every time you get closer, the ice starts cracking more and more. All right, let's see. Again, this is not really a difficult puzzle. Just make sure you keep switching out the pieces. Make sure again every single section has to be 4 squares. It doesn't matter what shape it is. It just has to have 4 squares. Like
What they say, sorry, go on.
like the puzzle said, the square in the middle doesn't count. Go on.
What they say, it's safe to be square.
Yep, basically. In this particular puzzle, it is indeed hip to be square. that particular one only has one square, so let's see.
You gotta flip them around a bit.
Yeah, this particular one, I definitely don't recommend trying using the hint coins, because I feel like if you just try your best and look and try various things, I think
You
this
don't
is
need
one
the hidden coins. I'm sorry.
you can very easily get through this puzzle with just trying, just trying until you get it right, because this is not really hard to figure out. Go on.
Also, you can't even really fail this puzzle, because it's one of those ones that essentially just goes until, you give up or you reset it.
Well, actually, this as you can see, it has a submit button there.
Even if you restart.
Yeah, the submit button, the puzzles that have the submit button in the bottom right corner, those are the ones that you can indeed fail, and if you fail, you lose pickerats. The pickerats can be one.
Weird.
The ones
I
that.
sworn
Go
this
on.
was one that pretty much just goes until you've solved it, but it's been a while since I played this game.
It's sometimes they'll make some of the story puzzles missable because they want to make sure that there's at the very least some amount of difficulty for the obligatory puzzles, right?
I guess, this always struck me as a puzzle that would just make sense as it stays until, you've gotten it.
Yeah. It's sometimes they are. This particular one is not. I'm guessing since it's like a big major event in the story, they wanted to, at the very least, incentivize you to not be as what's the word I'm looking for? Not as relaxed with this one. They like to. Okay, in this one you can actually lose pickerats. So try a bit harder before you answer, basically.
I think the word you're looking for is complacent.
Sure, that works too.
I think I'm in the mood for another.
Not right now. I need to
Professor,
rescue
your-
Nicely divided. The ice has started to rumble. What's going on?
Do we know where the ice is going to go, just to make sure it doesn't fall on us?
It's fine.
Don't worry, it's just a bunch of blocks.
Ice block.
Blocks that decided to
In the
move.
wise words of Neck, ice is nice.
It's alright, I got her.
Oh, I wanted to do something cool.
Just hope we're not exposed
Well,
to
but-
bacteria.
well,
that
look-
will have our
well, look,
medium
you already-
temperature
But she's
time.
pasty as fuck.
Well, she's been in ice for a million years, Shiroi. I mean, she would have to be. But notice, did you notice the changing in the color of her skin just now? Well, Luke, remember, two entries ago in the movie, you did save Janice
Remarkable.
in the climax
Trapped in ice.
while the professor was fighting
Yeah,
Descalay.
I did.
And yet here
I
she
did
is
run up
before
and down
us.
a mech's arms. That was
Better
pretty
take her
metal.
somewhere warm.
Yep. Oh crap!
Oh,
Freeze.
Thank you. We'll take it from here.
And there's
Kind of the opposite.
and there's
of what I wanted
Bronev,
to do.
the leader of Targent.
Why are you wearing
By the way, I love Targent's
What's
theme.
going on?
He's here for the girl.
How? Who told you where to find us?
Your mum.
Hand her over, or suffer the consequences.
That doesn't really answer my question, now does it?
What makes you think I want to answer your question?
I don't even know my mother.
Professor, do we have a puzzle to dismantle the Ganobis people? No? Okay.
This girl knows what's
Well, we're kind of outnumbered in terms of guns, too, to be fair.
wrong.
That poor girl doesn't probably even know what guns are.
Bye.
We must go after them. There's no telling what they might do.
Okay, then. Alright, puzzle 6 added, and... Alright, so let's pursue them.
Professor, look at that monster ship!
Yeah.
That's Targent's airship, yeah.
Do you think they're taking her away in that?
Probably.
No, they're taking her away in a hot air balloon. Of course they're taking her away in that. Curses! We must get back to the Bostonius now.
Wow, Dick Layton, it seems like you've met your match.
You'd almost think they were brothers or something.
Anyway, moving on.
Hurry up.
Quickly!
Hey! Hey! Wait for me!
No.
Bishop, you got left behind, didn't you?
What are you lot looking at? You got a problem?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Oh, wait a minute. That's one of those shifty men from earlier. What's he doing here on his own?
Hey! Oh, I'll bet you think they forgot me, don't you? Tough luck. It so happens I stayed behind on purpose. To delay you!
Right.
What a puzzle!
You think I don't know who you lot are? You're a real thorn in the boss's side. Here, solve this or you'll be sorry.
Oh my
But
god, I
why
was
do you
joking!
don't want to?
The plot compels
Go
you!
ahead.
Oh, 007.
Go ahead, Dubs.
Mutiny. Yeah, James Bond joke. Oh no! The pirates are attacking! Move the pieces around the boat according to the rules below, and turn all the pirates into sailors. Sailors and pirates can only move by leaping over pieces adjacent to them. Multiple sailors and pirates can be leapt over in one movement. Pirates that are leapt over will turn into sailors, and sailors that are leapt over will turn into pirates. And if you don't solve it, the little boy gets one in his head.
I love this. I really love this. The bad guy knows puzzles are Layton's one weakness and literally uses it to slow them down instead of the group just, running over
We
him.
could not even say, oh, maybe let's split up. The professor will just solve these while the others go. No.
Like, I do wonder if this was level 5 playing into the memes at the time that the professor had such a weakness.
Well,
for
considering
puzzles.
also that line about Emmy's strength from before, maybe you can tell me there's a bit of self-awareness, I guess.
Well, yeah.
I do get that feeling with this game's plot, definitely. By this point, they were definitely aware of some of the memes.
Well, remember, there's a Yokai Watch skit that's basically a Layton parody that parodies that very same thing. So they are.
Judging from the trailer that we saw from Lekka Police, they also took a bit of that.
Anyway,
they are
like
indeed
they
aware.
said, you have to leap over. Any pirates or sailors that get leapt over will turn into the opposite thing. So you have to try to turn everybody into a sailor.
Stop everything, Layton. Solve the puzzle.
I know, right?
Nope, that's not working.
How about... Remember, the idea is that you can only move a piece if there's something directly adjacent to it.
Yeah.
So it's not as simple as just, basically, you have to try your best to try various combinations, try to find a place where you can indeed leap one sailor over 3 pirates. So...
Luke, we've been there nearly 3 hours and I can't solve the puzzle. And where did they go?
Yeah, Professor. I think that was the bloke's plan.
Yep.
God damn it. Well, I might as well stay here and solve this thing. Who else is going to do it?
Again, I know Rook's supposed to be a bumbling buffoon, but he actually thought of probably one of the smartest plans ever. Hinder Layton with a puzzle.
Well, remember, Dibs, one of Herschel's puzzle-winning quotes in this game is, puzzle solving is a gentlemanly pursuit. So...
But there's a girl in danger.
Well, to be fair, she's not in... I guess if it helps you, Professor, she's not in immediate danger, so technically we still have time.
Okay, what you need to do is actually think...
Pedro.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, don't. Go on.
What you need to be doing is thinking several steps ahead. Usually the way I solve puzzles like these is that essentially what I do is first I try and get as many as the pirates first lined up, and then jump over them, as opposed to trying to solve them bit by bit.
No, I get you.
Let's see. By now, Targent has probably flown off a good distance, given how they were in a flipping airship.
This is
I think Rook needs that henchman needs a raise.
Yeah, again, why no one has ever thought of this until Rook of all beings?
There you go. Now, alright, you'll notice now that I have 3 sailors and 1 pirate, so now I'm almost there. Well, there you go. I met. It's the anti-solution. There you go.
Well,
I meant to turn everything into pirates.
Now you're stalling like Layton in the crossover.
Again, I should also add one thing I make sure is that at least
there
one
you
of them
go.
is left as a sailor.
There we go.
I've really thought about this one.
Wait, I thought I was solving... Never mind.
I knew I'd get it right.
Well, at least now I can blame Luke for
Yo
holding
ho
us up.
ho! The sailors were victorious, and calm has been restored to the high seas.
I can blame Luke for holding us up at least.
Alright.
Seems like
why
calm
did-
hasn't been
You
restored.
got a new item of clothing, the Snow White jacket.
Oh.
Look at that. Our mighty airship seems to be disappearing over the horizon. And it's all your
Only
fault.
now? So what? You folks can try to get away, but we'll soon catch up in the Bostonius.
The boss, what now?
The boss.
Well, whatever. You can try. Anyhow, my part of this mission is done.
Sure.
Is that
Never
because
see
you
him
got left
again.
behind and can't really do anything about it?
See you, losers.
That answers my question.
I guess he has been defeated in a sense. Come on, Professor. We can still catch them.
Yes, you're right. I believe a little haste is in order, though.
Indeed.
Well, go then.
Why did we humor that guy?
Oh, fuck my puzzle.
Oh, CG.
They won't get away. Not if I have anything to do with it.
I'm about to shift it into turbo drive.
No, don't.
On my plankton, I did remember to get the turbo.
It's no good. We're never going to catch them at this rate.
We have to.
Don't worry.
I prepared just in mind for a situation like this. Turbine
Should I
thrusters to speed, wings out and ready to go.
Should I
I've been
strap
waiting for
in?
this.
Probably.
Engage. Yes.
There you go.
You see, it's not just a hot air balloon, it's also a mini plane.
Indeed.
My word, the Bostonius really is a state-of-the-art airship.
Amazing. Look how fast we're going.
We're gonna crash.
We're catching up.
Professor, we've got an incoming message.
Well, I didn't think you'd have this much fight in you.
It's them.
What do you intend to do with the girl?
Let's just say she has a role to play in our plan. We will not let her go.
So it's a fight they want.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Of course, you
let's-
do know
let's-
this means war.
Let's blow up the ship.
What on earth are those? Uh-oh.
With
they're
her on
coming
it?
our way.
Well, we should be. At least she'll be safe in
Oh,
death.
snap, they're shooting at us!
Yep.
I'm beginning to wonder if I'm old enough to be on a journey like this.
No. And
Now
one just
you're
destroyed
wondering?
it.
Unmanned drones?
One drone just destroyed itself.
Oh,
Look,
conveniently,
look.
the drones are unmanned, so that
We've no
means we
choice.
have no
Well,
problem
Luke-
fighting
Shoot them
back.
down.
Well, Luke, if a 10-year-old can go on a Pokemon journey where he fights mad Pokemon who want to conquer the world, I don't see why you can go on these adventures.
There you go, we're doing the Batman Arkham Knight approach.
Okay, so each group has at least one leader drone. They're your target. Okay, taking a cue from Miracle Mask, which had specific puzzle set pieces, we also have something like this here. Read the objective and shoot the targets.
Give me mini-game set pieces.
Well, they're puzzles, but so I guess that both work. Anyway, slide the stylus across the touch screen. Then, when you've got your target in your sights, touch the screen to fire. Simple.
I don't know. Stuff like the horse minigame didn't really feel like a puzzle as much as it was just a minigame if you move.
I guess, sure.
One.
Sure, this one is more like a puzzle because you have to actually have to notice patterns and shit. Anyway,
Fair enough.
if you do, the whole group will open fire. So basically, you have to do what the game tells you. You're about to see.
Ah, all right, Luke. Go to the guns.
We're ready for them. Fear not.
Alright,
Kill everyone.
objective, shoot the odd one out. Which would of course be
I'm only
this
a
one.
kid and I'm already learning about tactical
That's the way.
warfare first
Great
time.
shot, kid, that was 1 in a million.
Just how I would have handled it.
You did it, Professor.
Alright, here's another one. Shoot the odd one out. So this one is a bit harder to figure out. See? Wrong. Yeah. Sometimes they'll do one of those, spot the differences type of thing where it's very hard to notice it. You have to really pay attention. Shoot all the drones out. All the blue drones specifically.
Blue drones.
Sorry. All the blue drones, yes. That's the way.
Nice shot!
You did it, Professor.
It's their ship.
Ow, ow, ow.
A very impressive set piece for the 3DS.
I can imagine also
think you may
the
have
turn your
spoken
3D
too
on and you will see things.
Yeah. A lot of it.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, remember, Teo, Miracle Mask was originally a DS game, but when Hino got the dev kit for the 3DS, he ordered for the game to restart it for the 3DS. So, shoot the odd one out.
The odd one, come on.
And it's the one that has the blinking lights. There you go.
Yep.
There's more where that came from.
Shoot this drone, specifically the one that we saw in that picture. And you'll notice that all the drones are different. So,
Yep.
I missed that one actually.
Was the one without the lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can't hold out much longer.
Come on, Layton.
I wonder, did the Scarecrow employ what remained
This
of
is harder than
Targent
it looks.
by the time,
Targent,
Targent
too.
You know, that would definitely check.
Also, epic slow-mo!
Never tell me the odds.
I was about to say that.
Never tell me the odds.
We're going to crash.
Ah! and remember that they gave that line to one of Manila of all people.
Sorry, which one are you talking about?
Watch out, we're going to crash. And it's Emmy who says it, so yeah, and remember, Lani Manila was in Sonic Adventure. In Sonic Heroes, sorry. So,
She
yeah.
was also in Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, yeah, I know, but,
She was the voice director for the early voice-acted Sonic games.
Was she in Adventure 1 as a voice director too? I know she wasn't as a voice actress, but I think she was also the voice director for Adventure 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
This far.
You're not exactly making it easy.
Let's see how you handle this.
Alright,
Watch yourself,
Eggman.
Professor.
I'm ready for them.
Shoot all drones with an even number.
Come on, Professor, surely you know simple math.
Yes, I do.
That's the way.
What are we
That's
now?
the
You
way.
got Kawashima's brain training?
You did it, Professor!
Every brain training means do it while you're being shot at.
Shoot this drone, and this time it shows a shadow silhouette.
Come on.
Nope.
No, it was the red one. Well, the top
Yeah,
red
The top
one.
red one. Yeah.
You're wasting your time.
All right. Just a little further.
Look!
Although it's nice to see that Brodev's voice actor recovered from having to do that pretty god-awful Daniel Craig impression the year before this game came out.
Yeah, that was weird how they changed up Bronev's voice like that.
Shoot all the
No,
blue.
what I mean,
No,
what
no,
I
no.
mean is in 007 Legends, they got Brodev's voice actor to try and do a Daniel Craig impression.
Yeah, no, Burnham's actor is the same from Miracle Mask. So.
No. I know it's the same voice actor, but I thought he sounded a bit different from the voice he was going for in Miracle Mask.
I'm guessing maybe, because he had he only had a small number of lines in Miracle Mask, and they hadn't quite worked out the kinks yet. Maybe, I don't know what to tell you.
I'll recall his voice definitely sounding a lot more gravelly than it is in this game, but then again, it's also been a while since I've looked at Miracle Mask in depth, so maybe I'm mistaking him with another character.
Sure.
What you gonna do?
You'll find
Now,
out
if I
soon
recall
enough.
correctly,
Just
if you
watch.
do screw up enough times in this, you do get a game over on this sequence.
No. No matter how many times you fail, the game will allow you to retry, basically. Because basically, the way the set piece works is the set piece can reuse assets to repeat itself until you get enough wins.
What?
Which, again, to be fair, this is not meant to be like. This is meant to be a more fast-paced set piece, so I can understand. Notice Emmy's face, serious face right now. So that's some foreshadowing for later. But I'm guessing, Joe, the idea is that since it's a more fast set piece and you're in the middle of a big story moment, they didn't want to be. They wanted to make sure that you don't, to keep the game going. I'm guessing.
Where's Emmy?
She's staying behind.
Waiting behind us, I guess.
Funny, I thought she wanted to come with us.
Huh. Interesting stare there, Sycamore.
Are you alright, Luke?
How exciting! It's only the start of the game and we're already in enemy territory! I thought I was a goner for a moment there.
I told you stay behind, but you don't listen to me.
Again, Luke, if 10-year-olds can fight giant psychic Pokemon who want to destroy the world, you can do this.
It almost feels like a bit of a letdown that after this we're just going to some old random village.
Yes, thanks to Professor Sycamore.
Like, shoot, when you think about it, we got up to some crazy stuff in our earlier days. It almost makes our future adventures, except for the future city business, look tame by comparison.
I guess okay.
Old man looks of it. We're rather fortunate not to run into any crew members.
It's like how after Avengers: Infinity War we got an Ant-Man movie. You know, it's that whole principle of a big epic thing and now a smaller adventure to balance it out, basically.
Although, to be fair, I think it was implied that Ant-Man and the Wasp was kind of happening alongside Infinity War, at least by, like, the end credits, as opposed to, like, you know, it took place before Infinity War.
I get that. What I mean is that, because Kevin actually has mentioned in an interview back a few years back that he actually does think that after something like a big Avengers movie, it's nice to have a more smaller Ant-Man movie like Ant-Man to, you know, calm things down a bit, you know.
Yeah, right before hitting the audience with that post-credit scene. Calm down, huh? All right.
See you for the next part, everybody. Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.